Assalamu alaikum, namaste, sat sri akal and good day. You are listening to Awaz Community Radio. Today in the studio we have two ladies from the Greater Manchester Youth Network. Now, if you would like to get in touch with us, all you've got to do is log on to our website www.awazcommunityradio.com. Or you can email us awazradio@hotmail.com. You can ring us 0161 839 7857. Or perhaps you want to hit us on the social media. We're on Facebook, just type in Awaz Community Radio, and if you want to tweet us, it's Awaz Radio 122. Thank you for listening to Awaz Community Radio. With me, your host Saira, and today in the studio we have two ladies from the Greater Manchester Youth Network. So welcome to Myrtle.
Hello.
And welcome to Saima.
Hi.
Thanks very much for coming in, guys. So can you tell us a little bit about what Greater Manchester Youth Network is?
Greater Manchester Youth Network is an organisation based in Manchester, but we work across Greater Manchester and wider. Our work is with young people from age ranges of 11 to 30, and with organisations as well. So a lot of our projects is around volunteering, entrepreneurship, supporting young people in need, as well as working with organisations to develop their services and their capacity through training and other means. So Greater Manchester Youth Network has been running since 2007, and along that time we've done a lot of different projects. Our main focus has been to work with young people around developing their understanding of volunteering and providing opportunities for volunteering as a means to develop skills. Our ethos is about valuing individuals, so working with individuals and supporting them to be parts of their community and helping to build futures, and we do that through a range of different projects. So we have a lot of activity in Oldham, where we have the Boom Project, which works with young people who are care leavers or young people in care, and we also have the Carousel Project, which again is working around short-term volunteering-led projects. We've got lots of activity in Manchester as well, where we have the Give Get Go project. That's in North Manchester, and that's a 6-session project supporting young people develop their own volunteering project and put on their own event. We also have a range of other services such as training, and my project, which is the Volunteer Infrastructure Project, supporting organisations in central Manchester to develop their volunteer involvement with young people.
Sounds great. Thank you, Myrtle. So can I ask you too about your individual roles within the network?
I was first involved in one of the projects that was taking place, the National Citizen Service, the Summer of Lifetime project, and that was a couple of years ago, and I took part in that project, and for me it was a really great experience, and after that I wanted to do more volunteering and get more involved in the organisation. So I did more research and I found out about the role of a board member to become a trustee of GMYN, and to be one of the 2 young people to represent young people in Manchester, Greater Manchester. And I applied for the role and I got a place. So my role involves looking at the goals and the aims of GMYN, looking at the future, the running of the organisation, also looking at the financial side as well, and also giving my own ideas from a young person's perspective. So it's a great experience for me. You know, not only am I gaining so much myself, learning new things, but also I'm giving back to the board as well.
Thank you for that, Saima. It sounds very inspiring, and I hope our listeners are going to be, motivated by what you've just told us. So would you like to tell us a little bit more about the Youth Network? I hear you've not long received charitable status.
Yes, last year the board and the team at GMYN, Greater Manchester Youth Network, decided to move to charity status, and we thought that would better capture what we do as an organisation. And we've also been doing a lot of things around involving young people within the decision-making processes at GMYN. So Saima's example of being a member of a project some years ago and then getting involved at a very senior level in the organisation as a board member kind of encapsulates where we want to be as an organisation and how we really want to get young people's voices recognised within what we do.
Yeah, I was part of the decision-making process of deciding whether GMYN should be a charity or not. And as a board, we all decided that it should be, because all the work it carries out is basically charity work, and it's a non-for-profit organisation as well. So, it's very exciting being part of the decision-making process, that being part of the lead, like a senior member of the board as well, which is very good.
It sounds to me like the Youth Network really is about the youth. I mean, I know that sounds very obvious, but I mean, speaking to you, Saima, it sounds like the youth are being listened to and your views are being taken on board. So you were part of the big decision making. You still are.
Yeah, I think it's fantastic. GMYN is all about helping young people, supporting them. And it's great that they're having young people on the board to represent the voice of young people too.
So I hear you guys have an event coming up. Please tell us all about it.
Yeah, we're very excited about this event. It's taking place on the 10th of March and will happen 2 days after International Women's Day. And the whole purpose of the event is to recognise and develop the experiences of young women. So the idea behind this year's International Women's Day is inspiring change. So we set about developing an event where we would invite young women from across Greater Manchester to take part in an event which recognises the journeys that some women have made to get involved in things like volunteering, entrepreneurship, feminist youth work, creative activity, and also to look at where they might want to go. So developing ideas around their aspirations and the journeys they want to make in the future. So the programme for the event is quite exciting. We start at 5:30 and run till 7:30. The event's taking place at the St Thomas Centre where GMCVO and other organisation are based. The event is in partnership with other organisation called MAC and is supported by Voluntary Youth Manchester also. what we'll be doing throughout the event is starting with an opening number from one of the young women that we've worked with, so her own original song. Then we'll go on to having a few different presentations. We have Charlotte Hill, who is the CEO for UK Youth, a national young people's charity, attending. She'll give an account of her experience of being a young woman, a CEO of a charity. Saima will be giving an input about her experiences of volunteering, but also being a young woman on the board of a charity. And I'll be talking about my experiences again of volunteering and becoming a youth worker, and my experience of feminist youth work.
Okay, so the event's going to be really exciting and you should all attend. It's going to be a free event. At the end there's going to be food as well, so that's very good as well. And also this year's event is about inspiring change, and we hope that you can all take something away from it and really be inspired about doing more volunteering or achieving your goals. And at the end as well, you'll be able to get a pack with all the information on as well.
All sounds brilliant. So would it be okay to ask, how come you guys are doing something to mark International Women's Day as a youth network?
We recognise that there are a lot of projects out there for young people, but that for some young people they need special places and times to explore issues and opportunities that they might not get in other spaces. So what we wanted to do by developing an event for International Women's Day is to give space to young women to explore opportunities, to try and reduce the barriers that they may face, which might be about things they're told they should or shouldn't do, things they're told they can't achieve. We want to change that. We want to offer opportunity for young women to take something away, to see how they can better improve their lives and their communities. So to say again, the event is taking place on the 10th of March at the St Thomas Centre in Ardwick in Manchester. It's running from 5:30 till 7:30. There'll be speakers, workshops, foods and an information pack to take away. It's a completely free event. You do need to book online, and that's through the MAC website. But if you get in contact with us, you can contact myself, which is myrtle.finley@gmyntle.finley, or you can contact us on 0161 274 3299. You can also check out the website for further details, so that is gmyn.co.uk.
sounds fantastic. So what other projects are going on around GMYN?
We've recently started up a project called Trade Up, which is for young people with disabilities, supporting them into creating market-based enterprises, so where they develop their own businesses and use market spaces across Greater Manchester to facilitate those businesses. We also have a project called Talent Match, which is part of a Greater Manchester-wide group of organisations delivering this work. And that's aimed at young people who have experience of or are currently experiencing unemployment to get involved in developing services for other young people with similar experiences. And one of the ways to do that is getting involved in the Talent Match youth panel, which is shaping the design and delivery of those services.
Yeah, you can find out more details of different projects because there's always new projects taking place on the GMYN website. I've taken part in a project myself, the NCS Summer of a Lifetime project, and I've experienced for myself the huge difference and the huge impact it has had on me. Because like you meet so many new people, you make so many new friends. Also, you gain and you develop your own transferable skills that you can apply to everyday settings, like communication skills, teamwork skills, leadership skills. And I really recommend you all to carry out some volunteering. Look at the projects that are available on the website.
It would be great to see people engaging with us on our social network sites. We're on Twitter, you can follow us or tweet us at GMYN. We're also on Facebook, we have a page which we keep updated regularly, and that's facebook.com/GM Youth Network. You can also get in contact with us at the general info address, which is info@gmyn.co.uk. We have a YouTube channel, we have a website, so get in touch.
Thank you so much to Myrtle and Saima for coming in from Greater Manchester Youth Network. Thanks very much, guys.
Thanks for the opportunity.
Yeah, thank you for inviting us.
It's been great hearing from you about what you guys do and also about this event that's coming up. So guys out there, please listen and do get out to this event. It sounds fantastic.
It's great.
So you've been listening to Awaz Community Radio. Your host has been Saira. It's been a pleasure hosting. Take care.